I'm so happy that you are joining me today. This episode is another episode of a Get Regulated with Me. So, if you are new here, or just to remind you, if you watched the series, the whole intention behind this series is to give you the tools to help regulate your nervous system. This tool specifically is a tool to help you make better decisions and make decisions from a regulated place versus a dysregulated place. My name is Megan Warren. I am a holistic practitioner, and nervous system regulation, you guys, is something that everyone should be learning to do because it will help us, like I said, with this exercise, make better informed decisions. It will help our health. Nervous system regulation helps our relationship. It helps us live a more fulfilled life. The list goes on and on. So I really am enjoying this series, and I love giving you guys tools to help regulate your nervous system. If you haven't gone back to watch some of the other episodes, there are a few other ones. Make sure you do that. And today's tool is called the ABC tool. Like I said, it will help you make better decisions because you're going to be making a decision from a regulated place. What that means is more of a calm, more of a centered, more of a grounded place versus being in a stress response state where a lot of times that's where we make decisions that we're not too happy with, right? Have you ever been there? I know I have. So that is what this tool is really good for. But this tool can also be used for any time that, even if you're not having to make a decision, if you're wanting a quick reset, this tool is really good for that. If you are wanting to take a break, like say you're working on your laptop or you're at work and you just need to take a little break, a little reset. Maybe you notice that you're in a negative spiral in your mind and you have a lot of negative thoughts that you're thinking. This would be really good to do then. If you feel like you are getting really distracted, this could also be a really good tool to use to help reset your mind, be more connected to your body, and again, just choose to make a different decision moving forward. Whether that's I'm going to be more focused on what it is I'm doing, I'm going to change what it is that I'm doing, I'm going to be more present in this moment, whatever that is. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started with this tool. This is called the ABC tool. So the A stands for awareness. So the first part of this is just being aware that you are, number one, in a stress response. So maybe it's like I am feeling like I am in fight flight. I feel like I have a lot of overwhelming thoughts. I feel like I can't sit still. I feel like I have an uncomfortable emotion, like maybe you're feeling frustration and you feel maybe a body response, like your heart starts to race, your breathing is a little faster, it's not as slow and steady. So you have the awareness that, okay, my body's feeling a little off, I'm feeling not like myself. So that is step one, is you have to be aware. In order to change anything, you have to have the awareness that something is imbalanced or you're not focused on what you want to be focused on. You're not feeling the way that you want to feel. So the step two of this would then be to control your breathing. Now, you can do this in two different ways. The first way would be just to come into more of a functional way of breathing, intentional way of breathing. More than likely, when we are in a fight-flight response, we are breathing faster. Our breath is probably short and shallow. It's probably coming from our chest and not a full body breath, meaning it's not coming from the belly or you're expanding your diaphragm to the full capacity that you could. And with that type of breathing, you're going to be breathing a lot faster within a minute. And so we want to try to get the breath down to 12 breaths or less per minute. So How you could do that is just become mindful of your breathing, breathing in for 3 or 4 seconds in, and then breathing out for 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. Just doing that for 1 minute, and then seeing how you feel with that type of breathing. That is one way that you could alter your breath to be more mindful and have more intentional, functional breathing. The second way you could do this is you could do an actual breathing exercise where you're breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 7 seconds, and then breathing out for 8 seconds. So let's try that really quick. So breathe in for 4, hold, and exhale out. And you can repeat that over and over and over again. That would be the B is breath. So you have A, awareness, I'm in a dysregulated state. B, I'm going to control my breathing, either doing the intentional functional breathing where you're just breathing slower, breathing in from the diaphragm. So you're letting your rib cage expand, your belly expand, and then the breath moves to the chest and you exhale out at a slower, more consistent rate. Or you can do the breathwork exercise, which I recommend doing for, breathing in for 4, holding your breath, and then exhaling out for longer. Then the C stands for choice or choose. So let's use the example of you're in a very negative thought spiral. You're thinking about a worst case scenario. The C could be, I'm going to choose to look at this in a different way. What else could be possible? What am I learning from this? What else what could be happening with this situation that's happening for my highest good? And what this is going to do is it's going to open up the mind to see a different perspective and to have a different solution and a different way of thinking. So when you can start to choose a different way to look at things, that's when the things you're looking at start to change. This can be the same thing with if you are in a behavioral pattern that you don't like. Maybe you are scrolling on Instagram, you're realizing this is dysregulating me, or I'm not being productive. I could be doing something else that's more productive. I'm going to first become aware that you're in that habit. The second thing is you're going to change your breathing, intentional breathing, or doing a breathing exercise, which is still intentional. And then choosing to do something else after you breathe. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a 20-minute walk. What that's doing is it's helping break you out of that pattern, that behavioral pattern, and you're choosing something that is more productive. You're choosing something that's better for your well-being. And if you continue to notice when you get into that pattern and you know that it's not helping you, and then you choose something better to do with your time, you're going to start to change that behavioral pattern, and you're also going to change the neural pathways in your mind that are going to make those choices more easily. And you're not going to be catching yourself in the doom scrolling on social media. Okay, so that can be another example that you can choose to do this. Say you get triggered. This is the last example I'm going to use. Say you get triggered, somebody, you're in a situation and you feel, oh my gosh, that really frustrates me what they said. This really makes me angry. You can just remove yourself from the situation. Just tell the person, thank you for letting me know how you feel. I'll be right back. I just need to step away for a second. And then you can do this exercise when you're becoming aware of, that triggered me. I'm gonna do some breathing. I'm gonna go step into the bathroom, into the bedroom. I'm gonna do some breathing. And then C, you're going to choose how you're going to respond to the situation. That can be really powerful, you guys. So those are 3 different situations that you can use this exercise for. Now I want us to, let's just take a couple of minutes to actually try this on. So if you are driving, don't do this. I never want to promote doing any type of get regulated with me exercises while you're driving, you can start to just notice your breathing and start to be more conscious about making that a more intentional breath. But I always want to be safe and recommend that you do this when you are seated and you're not by water and you're not driving. Okay. So, first become aware in this moment. How do you feel? You can even rate yourself 1 to 10, 10 being very stressed, 1 being very calm, mellow, peaceful. And then the second thing is let's start to notice our breathing and be intentional about our breath. So for this one, let's just do the normal breathing. So breathing in for 3 to 4 seconds. And then breathing out for 4 or 5 seconds. Breathing in. Breathing out. And continue to do this a few more rounds. Doing great. Notice if you are breathing from the rib cage, and what that means is your rib cage might expand on the inhale. We want that. That's okay. And then on the exhale, letting the exhale be longer than the inhale. Just find a rhythm that feels good for you. Great. So finish wherever you're at. If you just inhaled, go ahead and take your exhale. And then we're going to move to the last part of this exercise, which is the choice. Maybe you want to choose to start to look at the way that you are seeing things in a different way. Maybe you want to choose to, after you watch this video, go do something else that's going to be better for your well-being. This was great for your well-being. You're learning new tools to self-regulate. But maybe it's, I'm going to exercise. I'm going to go cook a healthy meal. I'm going to go play with my child and be really present with them. Maybe it's I'm going to just think about my health in a totally different way. I'm going to see how the situation with my job is actually helping me learn something, or the same thing with a relationship. So use whatever choice that is impacting you in your life right now. It can be something simple or something big. And just notice how you feel in your body. So if you did rate your stress level from 1 to 10, see if you can tune back in. We didn't do this for super long. I recommend at least doing this for a minute. So the longer you do it, the better result, of course, the more regulation you'll be in. But just see if your number has moved at all. Maybe you just feel a little lighter. Maybe you feel a little more connected to your body. That's what we want. That's how we know that we're moving up the ladder towards a more regulated self. And that's what we want. This is what's going to help you make more informed, better decisions, because you're choosing decisions when we're regulated, you guys. We're using our full capacity of our mind, we're connected to our body, and we're not doing things that are using half of our capabilities. When we are dysregulated, all of our blood moves away from our organs, respiration, digestion, and it moves towards our legs so that we can run. And I go over this in the first video on this series if you want to learn more about that. But what that does to our brain is it takes away some of our logical decision-making capacity. And so this is why this tool can be very helpful. And anytime you're doing a regulating exercise, it's going to give your organ systems, your brain, your digestion, your respiration, better capacity to do its job. And that, I'm going to end with this, is how we are able to allow the body to heal at a higher capacity, because we're not moving through our life and our day through all of this dysregulation. And so that's, our goal. And me as a holistic practitioner is I want you guys to see that the body is capable of healing, and that's what our bodies are intended to do. And so we want to make sure that we're giving our body the best opportunity to do that. And that's why doing these self-regulation tools is everything. Okay. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments, is this tool something that you're willing to try out? Did you try it out? Did you like it? Try it out for a few days. Come back and leave me a comment. If you have questions also, I would love to know. And I hope to see you on another video. Y'all have a great day.